Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. We are 1/3 of the way through March with our Mixed Media March 25 hosted by Ceri Griffiths, aka Ceri the Crafter, and his video introducing the challenge open collaboration will be in the description box. I'm just going to go through the first 10 days real quick and then we'll get on to today's project. So number one, I don't know why mine went, oh, because I put it like that, so it would be, is a journal topper. Number two was also a how do you do art project and using a digital from Becky Bokern. Day, what did I do with the, oh, I only kept one of these in here, but that's not the one I'm going to keep. I made two of these. I'm messing with my head right now. Hold on. It was just down in the pile. All right, and I think I'm going to give one of these to my uncle. Probably the one with the blue, because, you know, and he also grows flowers, so he'll like that as flowers. But he used to, I think he used to raise and show huskies way back a long time ago, so I thought he might enjoy that, like as a little bookmark or whatever. So the second one of these is going to go to my uncle. He might end up giving it to his daughter or his wife. I don't care. He might not care about it, or he might like it. I don't know. And here's the other husky that I'll keep. And then day 4 was inspired by Mardi Gras. So I've got these pieces that will go somewhere else. This is the one that I'm going to keep in with my challenge stuff because it's not Mardi Gras colors anyway, and I just think she looks really cool. And here's day 5 and day 6, which was also how do you do art. Use the gel plate, digital gel plate prints from Becky in the background with the picture and the moon. And then that was day 6. Oh, I need to put I haven't dated this one yet because I wasn't sure. So I'll go ahead and put 3/6/25 for that one because I'm trying to do my videos ahead. So that one is 6. I may put a 6 on the front at some point, but for right now it's fine. And here's day 7. Made some clusters that day as well, so if you missed it. Day 8, all of the 8s are in the background. Like there's an 8, a little half of an 8 there, and you can see the E there for the number 8. But like the whole background was 8s, and then I signed it at the bottom. This one, did I sign this one? No, I did not. You're supposed to sign them. That's part of the rules. Some of them I've signed on the back, and some I've signed on the front, because I'm random like that. So that was 7. And that was, and this was 8. And this is 9. I did sign it on the bottom. And this one is 10. And let's see. Really love that moon. And I signed it on the back, and I'll put all the date 3/10/25. So I've got the first 10 done. And today's project, I'm gonna make a pouch to put them in because they need a home. So I'm going, and my friend just sent me a reel of somebody making a pouch with a Amazon, someone to recycle an Amazon bag. So I have a very large Amazon packaging here. I don't need it to be quite this large, but I figured if I had it nice and big, then I would be able to have a nice big flap to go over it. And I will be collaging over it, so the little white bits that'll stick out when I cut it, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. So I'm going to peel the outside edges until I get where I want to fold it, or even just below that. Okay, and then I'm going to cut off this piece, and then this will be my flap. And I might keep it like this, or I might make it into a triangle. I don't know yet. But this is awkward, so I'm going to pause while I cut it. Alright, I think I want my journal topper to be part of the closure of this. So, I don't need it to come down to a point necessarily, but I might. So, if it comes out from here up to there, might be nice. Is what I'm thinking. And the easiest way to get that to be even is to come here and use my longer scissors, I don't know, and take my tiny scissors so that I can take forever to cut from one end. My goodness, definitely. This would be easier with my grandpa scissors. Hold on. Like I said, it's easier with my grandpa scissors. Maybe round that a little bit. I don't know. Let's see if we like the shape or not. Why does it look so wonky and off-center? I mean, how off-center can it be? I had it folded in half. Oh, well, for one goes to there. Ow, I think I just poked myself. I did. You know why? Because this is coming off. Why is this coming off? Oh my goodness. Okay, that took a minute. Probably need to come out a little bit. This is far. I have to put it up. I like to be able to see. Alright, so maybe it's okay. It's not too bad. Alright. I think I'm going to do a little bit of painting. Will I also do some collaging? Most likely. Most likely. Alright, so the paints I've used here are these green paints. Which paints are those? I don't remember, but I want to make sure I use them. It's probably a mix of stuff. And there's some orange in there. Or the, you know, the orange I'm talking about, right? So that was the day that I just painted backgrounds, just willy-nilly, pell-mell. Or maybe we'll keep it a little bit more neutral. I don't know, because you get a lot of things in here. So, this is the part that's going to get decorated. You know, I'm just going to put a coat of cream on most of this and be right back, because it's just awkward. Except first I need to go over some of it, the edges, like these edges right here. I need to go ahead and wrap those with some collage. And I think I might go ahead and fold this up like this. And I don't know how I feel about this. You might see a different shape in a second. I turned off the video. I hate when I do that. Alright, so I cut off that piece on the end and rounded it up a little bit. So let's just go ahead and randomly glue some pieces around the edge somehow. It'll add a little bit of texture and whatnot. Just for some reason don't really want a bunch of straight edges, weirdly. Don't necessarily need them to be, I don't know how strong this paper is, but let's find the stinky glue. How do you go around a curved edge? It's not that easy. We can do it. Alright, so I do want that to be, that part to be fairly straight. Get the rest of this. This would be a good place to use some, decoupage some napkins too, you know, on a piece like this. Okay, and then here, I'm going to probably trim that right there because it's a little pointy. I'm going to cut down the middle of that triangle, and half the triangle is going to go there. And part of the triangle is going to go, oh, I'm going to cut down right there too. That's how you go around edges as far as I can tell. As far as I'm concerned, you just gotta kind of cut them. And then, you know, I could come in with a piece that actually goes, that meets on the edge. But at least I've got, whoops, oh, crumbs. Well, I had it going around there. That's all right. We're just gonna just have it go like that. It'll be fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. You just have little pieces here and there. It adds texture. Just think about that. It adds, cut it and fold it. Cut it and fold it. If you don't use such fragile paper, you won't have this issue. But I apparently decided to use fragile paper, so I have this issue. You don't, this is not the stinky glue, but it's also almost gone glue. So not super helpful. If you see it wrinkle, you could either have the wrinkle be there, or you can cut it where like the wrinkle is, and then you have a smoother piece down. But it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. So I am going to get all my edges, some paper on all the edges, and be right back. The other thing is to use smaller pieces to begin with if you're going around curves like that. That's the other option. Alright, I have these vintage book pages that have these black and white flowers, so I'm going to put some of these on here in just some random places. They'll just kind of peek through the background, which would be kind of nice. And So I've added pieces to cover that part, and then so those are more utilitarian. This one's a little bit more decorative. I've used this paper throughout the challenge, and then I'll also add some prettier stuff here too to make it. So this is all just utilitarian on the edge piece. It's gonna be. I'm gonna make it prettier. So yeah, I'm gonna find whatever I can of these black and white images, and they'll just kind of be background, and add interest and depth and whatnot to the background. I don't know if I have any other ones that are this big, but in my brain, I can't just, that's my phone, not yours. I can't just put it in the middle. I just can't in my brain. My brain won't let me put it in the middle. And also, I'm not sure what's going to happen on this side, or which ones I want. The darker ones of the... I'm not going to worry too much about it. Alright, I will put these on here and be right back. So here I am so far. I've collaged all over the front, the inside flap, the outside flap. I don't think I'm going to bother with the back because there's not a lot there. I will probably still do the inking and whatnot. And I also used a stamp by Ceri Griffiths, aka Ceri the Crafter from PM Artist Studio. It had a bigger print to it than like the book page and the music. So I've got, you know, the flowers everywhere. And a lot of this is going to get covered up. I'm basically going to do another layer of the cream paint. And it's going to be thicker in some places than other places. Just going to, not necessarily dry brush it, but I'm going to sort of dry brush it. But yes, but no. I'm just going to messily go over it, basically. And just get a layer on there so that when I do some inks, it'll be, it won't soak the paper so much, I guess. Don't know if I want to put something down here or not in the corners here. I think I might need to add something there, but for now, we're okay. So you can just kind of see it just pushes it all back a little bit. Just messily scrubbing it on there. And I can't say I'm dry brush because I'm not really taking any off anymore, just getting it on there. So then I need to go through and like kind of take my art glitter glue or my Barely Arts glue and just get all the edges down is the next thing I'm going to do. Plus I will find some papers to go in those corners that I missed. So you can kind of see the difference between with the paint and without the paint. It just kind of pushes it back. I might even do another layer that just pushes it back a little bit more in spaces. Especially, I especially want to focus on where all the joints are. And you can use a brush for that, or you can use your fingers, or a sponge, or whatever you like. So like, where I've got a lot of papers, I just kind of get it a little bit thicker there, just to, and maybe a little bit thicker where there's like the what is it called? This stuff showing through a little bit maybe. But I want the book page to show a little, at least a little bit, and I want, actually you can use your paint too to glue down your pages, the end pieces that are on the ends there. Just so that some is in the background more than others, just. So I'm going to do that with the rest of this and be right back. Okay, you don't have to use a gel plate for this. I just am, just because then there's gel plate. Then I've used the gel plate because there's no gel plate prints on this at the moment. I'm going to start with the back. That's my practice. That's going to be my practice bit here. So I'll just spray that on the gel plate and just kind of see if I like it like that. A little bit. That was frayed burlap. That looks awfully green for frayed burlap. Or did I just spray? I don't know. That looks really green. That's weird. Isn't frayed burlap supposed to be brown? I'm just going to smush it. Because I'm trying to go for neutrals and browns. I mean, I don't mind if there's some green. I just don't understand why frayed burlap looks more like forest moss. Let's see. Also, I really like, some lost shadow I wanted to do. kind of like I did on the moon. Just really liked how that, and I'm just going to do like I just did. I'm just kind of pressing it down with my gel plate. Hey, getting the gel plate in there anyway. And let that dry and see what I want to add, or dry it. I'll be right back. Alright, I want to try the frayed burlap oxide and see if it does a little different. It should. I don't think I've really used the frayed burlap of the ink before. It's usually, I think that's one of the things I usually use the oxides for. Okay, and you want to spray that with water. See, that's not even a little bit green. It's all kind of a weird tan color, which is fine. See, totally different aesthetic. I'm questioning whether this one is actually frayed burlap. I don't know why that would be something different in there. I don't know, but I did Lost Shadow, right? So, oh, and I've got pumice stone. Let's go ahead and spray a little bit of that on there. And the weathered wood. That's what I really want. Is the weathered wood. The weathered wood. Oh, come on. So yeah, this backside is just kind of it's kind of a blue gray, like a stormy gray, even though there is an actual stormy gray color that they have. Do I want to add a little bit of blue? Why not? Just a little bit blue. A little bit in there. And I will probably dab a little bit of that off because that just is a lot of spray. And then it can get down in the cracks and whatever and just be kind of interesting and different. Definitely want to use the weathered wood and maybe some of the, what's this? Scorched timber. Do that from way up here and just get some splatters. Hold on, try not to spray my phone when I do it. So I like that. This is a little better. That's a little bit more than I wanted, possibly. Gathered twigs, walnut stain, some of the white. I was going to put a new cover on that and see if I could get it to work. Let me shake it first. That way I can shake it really good. And then put a new cover on it, a new spritzer, because when I ran out of some, when I used them up, I could do this too. I saved the sprayers, which means this may not be purely white when it first comes out. Nope. Oh, this is the weird sprayer. Not happy about that. And now it stopped. Once it got the white stuff in there. So, I don't know why the picket fence does not like to spray. I probably used a distress spray with it. Technically it's an oxide, I guess. I don't know. So that did not work out well, did it? It's alright. Just add some more of this. It'll kind of wick up some of the other color. I'm going to dry this and then start on the other side. So I'm going to start with the frayed burlap oxide. Get some more of that on there. This is where the gel plate definitely comes in handy. Spray a little water on there. Move that out of my way. Yeah, it's always good to clean off your desk first so you don't have to like fight with what you're doing. Alright, let's get some more of that on the inside here. And spray. And just get, oops, sorry, this is a big piece. Why is it so big? Well, because I gotta fit like 30 pieces in there. Because this is one of them, so, you know, it doesn't really count, right? Nope, I thought that, I guess I don't know, I'll probably get this right at some point. It seems like it would be beneficial to have the spray for the frayed burlap oxide. Okay, so we've got some of that in there. And it's just easier if I can spray. That's all I'm saying about that. Lost Shadow, go ahead and spray some of that on there. It's kind of a, almost like a taupe, I guess. It's like a gray, but has just a little bit of tan in it too. And pumice stone, which I think is that one's actually like a light taupe as well. I don't know, is it different than Lost Shadow? Barely. They're very similar. Just saying. And where's my weathered wood? That's one of my favorites. And then I'm just going to kind of dab it here and there to let it'll lift in some spots maybe, and just kind of smush down in some spots. I don't know, it changes it a little bit when you dab on it, depending on what you're looking for. And I still haven't found what I'm looking for, so you know you laughed. Alright, so that's the pumice stone. You can come in between layers if I want to. Sometimes I do. And here's the lost shadow. Concentrate it in a couple places. I think I don't know what I want. If I want it lighter or darker behind the thing, which I've lost already. Because we're thinking of putting this on here, right? Which will pop nicely. Which also means that I might want a little bit of green. I did lost shadow. What else? Oh, weathered wood I still need to do on the front. Where'd it go? Not the freight burn. It's too brown. Weathered wood. Shake it like a pill so the little mica powders, the powders or whatever that are in there don't all get up in there. So you spray it on, you take some off. You spray it on, you take some off. And that's how you get that whatever look I'm getting. If it was like, is it what I was going for? Yeah, maybe. Alright, so let's put some peeled paint on the back and see if that is the green we want. It will work. I think it will work. Spray it in a couple places here and there. It's the back, so I'm not too concerned about it. I don't want quite as much as that. I just want it. Hold on. I need to move you guys. I'm gonna move you over here because I need to get my sprayer up high so that it will spread farther out and not be quite so concentrated in one area, I think is what I'm trying to say. Oh shoot. Apparently I cannot direct where it goes. I have no control. There we go. A little bit more spread out. Take out some of the dark dots. Leave some of them in. Take some of them out. Just make sure there's some green everywhere so it kind of makes sense. Oh, and here it is. Peeled paint. Got a little thick there. I know it's dangerous being right next to where I spray, isn't it? Where is my... Do a little bit of ground espresso maybe? Holding that one up high. Oops. Definitely more than I need or want, but hey, keeps in with the neutral aspect of it, doesn't it? And a little bit on the back. Hold it the right direction or you're going to end up with, well, I'm going to end up with spray everywhere. We know that. You know I've got spray everywhere now. I've got a splatter box. I could totally use a splatter box. Do I? No, I don't. Alright, so here's what it's looking right now. I'm going to dry it and I'm going to ink the edges. Okay, now it's still a little damp, so I'm not going to add anything to it at the moment. I think I'm going to let it dry overnight. And then tomorrow I will come back and see if I want to add anything to it. Still debating on if I really do want to add this, like to actually attach it. I might want to just semi-attach it. I don't know. Or, you know, I mean, it's nice on there. But what if I want to make a journal with all my tags? I could put the journal in here, or I could even just, you know, undo the whole thing and make this like a giant journal if I wanted to. So, you know, still have options. So I will be back tomorrow to finish this video. It'll just be a second for you guys. Okay, so it is dry, and I stenciled some of my favorite stencil on here in the Shady Lane Green of the VersaFine. And I think that is all I'm going to do for it today. So this is my rectangle for day 11, right? This is day 11. Whoops. Just to show you, it doesn't have to just be a flat thing. It could be anything, just a rectangle. So hope you guys have a delightful day. Love you.